Hold on just a minute. Stop whatever you're fixing to do. Set down what's in your hands, quiet the noise around you, shut the doors, turn off them distractions. This ain't just another video popping up on your feed by chance or some fancy algorithm. No, sir. This here's a warning. A straight-up urgent message from the throne room of the Most High, carried on the fiery sword of Archangel Michael himself. And wouldn't you know it, it's found you right when you needed to hear it. No earlier, no later. Tomorrow, friend, tomorrow's the last day. It's the close of a spiritual season that's been choking the life right out of you, draining your strength, wrecking your relationships, blocking your money flow, and trapping you in a cycle of hurt that no human reason can explain. And listen here, there's a place both real and spiritual that you mustn't step foot in. Right now, Archangel Michael stands guard at heaven's gates, sword drawn, fixing to tell you in a voice that shakes the unseen world, don't you go back there. Don't you walk through that door again. You know the place I'm talking about. The moment I said that, something stirred deep down in your chest. Your spirit caught the warning before your mind could even wrap around it, 'cause your soul's been knowing all along what your flesh has been trying to ignore. That place, the one where darkness hides behind a mask of comfort, where chains are dressed up like jewels, where poison's poured in golden cups, that's the very place the Archangel's warning you about. And if you go back there tomorrow, cross that line once more, you'll be stepping right out of the circle of divine protection that's kept you safe through every storm you've weathered. Do you grasp the weight of this moment? This ain't no entertainment. This ain't some filler for your day. This is a prophetic alarm ringing out in the spirit world. And the fact that you're hearing it, out of millions wandering the digital wilderness tonight, your eyes landed on this message, well, that tells me something mighty powerful about you. You ain't ordinary, haven't been from the start. There's a mark on your forehead, invisible to all but angels, sealed before you were even shaped in your mama's womb. That seals why life's been so rough. That seals why the enemies fought you so fierce. You weren't attacked 'cause you're weak. You were targeted 'cause you're mighty. Because what lives inside you has the power to change the fate of generations, to break chains passed down from your ancestors, to rewrite the spiritual story of your whole bloodline. And the dark forces know it, they always have. That's why they've tried to destroy you before you could find out who you truly are. Now let me speak to the deep burdens you've carried in silence. I know you ain't told nobody the whole truth. I know you've been smiling on the outside, while your insides felt like they were falling apart. You've said you're fine, that you've got it all handled, when really you've been drowning in a sea of weariness no amount of sleep can fix. You're tired in a way that ain't just your body. It's your spirit too, heavy as a stone sitting on your chest before you even swing your legs out of bed, fighting just to breathe, just to stand, just to convince yourself the day's worth facing. I know all about the betrayals. The folks who looked you in the eye, swore they cared, all the while sharpening knives behind your back. Those who ate at your table and then turned round to poison your name. The friend who became a stranger overnight. The kin who turned against you. The one you gave your all to who left you with nothing but scars and questions. You've been asking why, lying awake in the dead of night, turning over every word, every moment, trying to make sense of how all that love you gave was met with so much cruelty. That why's been gnawing at you, eating you alive. You feel like you're stranded in a desert, every door closed tight, chances that had your name on them snatched away at the last second, jobs promised to you given to folks less worthy, deals falling apart without reason. You watch others with half your talent and scraps of your integrity climb ladders you can't even see, wondering if heaven's forgotten your address. You've doubted if your prayers even make it up, if that fire you once felt burning in your chest was real, or just a cruel trick to give you hope and then snatch it away. And the money troubles, they're relentless. Bills stacking up like walls closing in. The worry when you check your balance. The shame whispering every night telling you you're a failure, never enough, born under a cursed star with no way out. But hear me clear, friend. All that pain ain't a sign you've lost. It's proof there's a spiritual battle raging round your destiny, and you've been winning this fight all along without even knowing it. What I'm about to share will change how you see everything that's happened. Right now, in that unseen world beyond your eyes, there's a mighty movement happening for you. Archangel Michael ain't just sending a warning. He's gathered a battalion of warrior angels round your life's edges. They've been standing guard for weeks, watching every door, every weak spot the enemy's tried to use. This ain't because the enemy got tired. The fight's about to end, because heaven said your season of suffering's run its course. There's a heavenly courtroom where your case has been heard, and the verdict just dropped. Every charge against you thrown out, every curse spoken by jealous tongues wiped away, every spiritual deal your ancestors made that gave the enemy a foothold, shredded by Almighty's own hand. Can you feel that? The ground beneath you shaken, that's not breaking down, it's building up. Old foundations built on lies and betrayal are cracking, 'cause they can't hold the weight of the blessings ready to fall on you. And here's what the enemy never wanted you to hear, what he's fought tooth and nail to keep from you. The place Archangel Michael warns you not to return to ain't just a spot on a map. It's a spiritual stance. Now listen close. This here mindset of defeat, it's like a habit, a stubborn pullback to the same old places, folks, the same people and patterns set up just to keep you one step short of your breakthrough. Every time you were fixing to rise up, something yanked you back down. Every time the light was about to shine through, someone invited you back into the dark. And you went, not 'cause you're weak, no sir, but 'cause that familiar pain felt safer than a blessing you don't yet know. But tomorrow that cycle breaks. Tomorrow's the day every chain wrapped around your ankles expires. If you stand firm, plant your feet, and declare you ain't going back to that place of captivity, what comes next will be the most powerful transformation your life has ever seen. Now I gotta tell you something about this message and this moment. It ain't just coincidence, and it ain't just feelings. This here stirring in your spirit, this deep down knowing that every word hits home, that's a spiritual frequency most folks don't even tune into. There's a reason why what I'm sharing goes far beyond what you'll find out yonder in most places. See, there's a digital book called The 7 Swords of St. Michael the Archangel, the sacred guide to breaking curses, sealing blessings, and activating the calling of the chosen. It was made just for this moment in your journey. It holds 7 spiritual weapons Archangel Michael uses to cut every dark cord holding a chosen soul back. This ain't theory or just religion talk. These are keys, hidden from the masses, 'cause the powers that work in secret don't want you to know how to fight back. They tried to hush this message, tried to bury it, but divine purpose, that just can't be stopped. You'll find the link to this book pinned right at the top of the comments. Go get it now. And as a sign of your faith, type in the comments, "I am chosen," and I will download the digital book. That ain't just words on a screen. That's a spiritual marker heaven sees, a line drawn between who you were and who you're about to become. Now that you've made that stand, the next part of this revelation's gonna blow the roof off everything you thought you knew about your life. This turn coming for you ain't no gentle breeze. It's a fierce overturn of every dark system working against you. Think about a dam breaking after holding back water for years, pressure building, folks thinking that wall'll hold forever. Then, in one moment, that pressure busts through with unstoppable force. That's exactly what's fixing to happen in your life. Every blessing blocked, every prayer intercepted, every breakthrough stolen, every good thing sabotaged. It's all been bottled up behind a spiritual dam the enemy built unseen. But that dam's cracking open right now. Not next year, not next month, right this very minute. You've been feeling it. That sudden hope rising in your chest for no clear reason. That dream that felt more real than real life. That peace that washes over you in the middle of your worst worry. Those ain't accidents, they're tremors announcing a flood of restoration sweeping through every dry place in your soul. Your enemies? They're fixing to be left speechless. The same folks who counted you out, whispered about your failings, cheered your pain, bet on your downfall. They're about to watch you rise with a power no human plan could ever cook up. Doors will open with no keys, provision will come from places unseen, and your name will be lifted to heights their reach can't touch. Deep down, they'll know this ain't luck, ain't coincidence, ain't just hard work. It's the undeniable hand of the living God moving on behalf of someone he chose before the world even began. Now let me tell you about the abundance coming your way. The God fighting for you ain't a God of just enough. No, he's the God of overflow. The God who sets tables in the wilderness, turns water into wine, multiplies loaves and fish until baskets run over. What he's about to do with your finances will defy every budget, every prediction, every limit the world's tried to put on you. Those debts weighing you down. They're about to dissolve in ways you can't even imagine right now. Resources are being redirected from places you ain't never been, from folks you ain't never met, from systems you ain't never accessed, all converging right toward you. A door of provision so big and so full you won't have a single container big enough to hold what's coming through. And it ain't just money, no sir. It's restoration in every part of your life. Your body, worn down by stress and spiritual battles, is stepping into a season of supernatural healing. Pains doctors couldn't explain. Gone. Conditions meds couldn't touch. Reversed. Strength will return to places you thought were lost forever, because when heaven decides to heal, it don't do it halfway. It makes all things new. And that terrible wrong done to you, when folks used your kindness as a weapon, that injustice is about to be answered, not by your vengeance, that belongs to the Almighty, but with divine justice so perfect, so unmistakably supernatural, you'll stand in awe watching how it unfolds. Those who mocked you will come seeking your wisdom. Those who left you will knock on your door. Those who stole from you will bring back more than they took. And you'll have the grace, the strength, the spiritual authority to forgive them. Because by then the fire of this season will have burned bitterness right out of you. This new season coming to your life, it's unlike anything your family has ever seen. This ain't no rerun of blessings past. This is the first, the moment generational poverty breaks, inherited sickness loses its grip, cycles of hurt and betrayal come to a permanent end. You're the one in your bloodline chosen to be the turning point. Every ancestor who prayed prayers unseen, every grandma who cried out in the night for a future she never got to see, every grandpa who carried burdens too heavy for one lifetime. They were all praying for this moment. They were praying for you. And now before you step into this new land, I gotta say something that'll help you get ready. Walking into a season of blessing without your spiritual armor. That's like going into battle without a shield. Now listen here, y'all. The digital book called The 7 Swords of St. Michael the Archangel was made just for those standing right on the edge of big change. Inside, you'll find prayers, declarations, and spiritual steps that light up each of the 7 swords St. Michael carries for protection and breakthrough, for folks just like you. This ain't some run-of-the-mill spiritual talk you find in every book. No, sir, this is a powerful, finely tuned guide, made to fight the very battles you've been wrestling with. It uncovers the hidden attacks most folks don't even know are happening, and hands you the exact tools to break them down for good. Now I gotta tell you, there's been folks trying to keep this book under wraps because the enemy knows a soul armed with these 7 swords is unstoppable. So don't wait. Hit that link pinned at the top of the comments and download it while the fire of this message still burns in your heart. And when you do, holler in the comments, "I am chosen, and I will download the digital book." That declaration? It's like driving a stake in the ground, letting the world know you're done running and ready to move forward. Now with that commitment, let me take you deeper into what's unfolding in your life right now. Archangel Michael's warning about not going back to that dark place. It ain't just talk, it's a call to leave behind certain corners of your own mind. You've been wandering through rooms filled with lies and despair so often they feel like home. The room of self-doubt where you replay every misstep. The room of unworthiness where you tell yourself others deserve good things, but you don't. The room of fear where tomorrow's always a threat, never a promise. Michael's telling you to pack up and leave those rooms behind. Tomorrow's the last day those places hold any power over you, but only if you decide not to walk back through those doors. This ain't about grit or willpower. It's about realigning your spirit. When you refuse to enter those dark mental spaces, you're waging spiritual warfare that calls angels to your side. The moment you say, "No, I won't go back to that place of despair," heaven moves. When you declare, "I won't stay in the room of self-hate," angels take their positions. When you step away from that familiar darkness, light rushes in to fill every empty corner. That's when the real change starts to show up, things you can't explain by natural means. Folks who were once cold start reaching out warm. Opportunities you never saw before come into clear view. Answers to long-standing problems whisper into your spirit like they were sent straight from above. That someone whispering is the Almighty, waiting for you to clear out those dark rooms so he can fill you with light, wisdom, and breakthrough. Inside you are ideas worth millions, gifts the world's been starving for, words that'll heal hearts you ain't even met yet. But all that's been locked up behind those dark doors you kept walking into, because every time you gave in to despair, you turned the key, keeping your greatness locked away. Tomorrow, honey, you throw that key in the fire for good. Now I'm speaking straight to the deepest part of your soul, and I need you to take this in with every inch of your being. You've been asking God for a sign, begging heaven to show you you're on the right path, that your pain ain't been for nothing, that there's a purpose behind it all. This right here, this message coming at this very moment in your life, is that sign. Heaven's heard every prayer, caught every tear, recorded every sleepless night, every whispered plea, every silent scream you packed away so nobody else would hear. And the answer ain't coming later. The answer is here now. You're standing at the doorstep of a miracle that's been a working since before you were born. Every trial you faced shaped something inside you that could only be forged in fire. Betrayals taught you how to see true character. Hard times taught you to trust faith. Loneliness showed you the worth of divine companionship. Closed doors proved human connections might fail, but heaven's timing never does. You ain't broken goods. You're a sharpened weapon, honed by suffering, ready to be sent out on a mission bigger than anything you could have dreamed up yourself. And there's more, and this next part's heavy. So brace yourself. What I'm about to say affects the next 72 hours in your life. That digital book I mentioned? It holds a special prayer plan meant for moments exactly like this, times of spiritual transition. This ain't casual reading, it's a battle manual for your soul. Those 7 swords protect 7 key parts of your life: your mind, your health, your money, your relationships, your purpose, your peace, and your legacy. Each sword has its own function, its own activation prayer, and its own promise. When you call on all 7, something mighty happens. A fiery shield surrounds your whole life that no weapon can break through. That link's right there, pinned at the top of the comments. Don't scroll past it, don't put it off. 'Cause later is the enemy's favorite word, and later often means never. Download it now and type in the comments, "I am chosen," and I will download the digital book. Every time a chosen soul makes that declaration, faith spreads, and others stuck in the dark get the courage to break free too. You ain't just fighting for yourself. You're lighting the path for folks still trapped in the shadows. And now I'm going to speak the last words of this prophetic message over your life, and I want you to feel them deep down. Not just in your head, but in your whole spirit. From this moment on, your life's direction changes. Not slow, not someday, but right now. The old you, the one who settled for scraps, who apologized for being here, who walked with shoulders slumped and eyes down, dies tonight. And from those ashes rises a new creation, stamped with heaven's authority and burning with purpose. You're no longer a victim of your circumstances. You're the architect of your own destiny, guided by the Most High. You ain't begging at opportunity's door. You're the rightful heir to a kingdom already set up in your name. Amen. The riches coming your way ain't tied to no economy. The healings touching your body ain't just about medicine. The love heading for your life sure ain't depending on folks who done walked away. From here on out, everything flows from a well that never runs dry, a fountain that never fails, from a God who don't ever sleep, don't ever forget, and sure as shooting don't abandon those he's called his own. Right now, in the mighty and matchless name above every name, I declare over your life that every curse is busted. Every chain is broke. Every door that was slammed shut against you is blown wide open by the breath of the Almighty. I declare your pockets will overflow, your health will be restored, your mind renewed, your heart healed, your purpose made clear, your enemies silenced, and your legacy will stand strong for generations yet to come. I declare the warning from Archangel Michael is sealed on your spirit, and you ain't going back to that place of bondage, that place of compromise, that dark place that pretended to be home. You're free. Not tomorrow, not someday, right now. The angels of the Lord surround you. The favor of the Most High covers you. The blood of the covenant shields you. And nothing, no nothing, in the heavens above, the earth below, or the waters underneath, can undo what God's spoken over you this very hour. Rise up now. Rise with authority. Rise with confidence. Rise knowing you were born for this moment, chosen for this fight, and destined for this victory. The place Michael warned you about is behind you now. The promised land heaven's prepared for you is right straight ahead. Don't you dare look back, don't hesitate, don't listen to the voices trying to drag you back to captivity. Walk on forward with your head held high, your sword drawn, and your faith rock steady, because the God who started this good work in you is faithful to finish it. The best days of your life ain't in your past. They're in the next chapter starting right now. And before you leave this holy place, remember, the 7 swords of Saint Michael the Archangel is waiting for you in the pinned comment at the top. This ain't just a book. It's the last piece of armor you need to get ready for the battle and the blessings waiting just beyond tomorrow. Download it. Activate those 7 swords. Seal this moment with a faith-filled act echoing through heaven's halls. Drop in the comments, "I am chosen, and I will download the digital book." And know this, without a shadow of doubt, you didn't find this message. This message found you. 'Cause you're chosen, 'cause you're protected, 'cause you're about to step into the greatest season of your whole life, and nothing in hell or on earth can stop it.